5 kinds of resting places associated with travel by Krishna's mercy.
Arjun Uvach. Param Brahma Param Dham Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Purushan Shashvatan Divyamadidev Majam Vibhum. Quote, Arjuna said, You are the Supreme Brahman, the ultimate, the supreme abode and purifier, the absolute truth and the eternal divine person. You are the primal God, transcendental and original, and you are the unborn and all-pervading beauty. Bhagavad-gita 10.12.
1. The rest stop on the highway.
Wow, we got so lucky. The kids were complaining about needing to use the restroom. This highway is pretty long, so I was not sure when the next opportunity would arise. It is a good thing they have added for travelers. Everyone gets to stretch out a little, use the facilities, pick up some snacks, and then continue on with their journey.
2. The airport lounge.
Wow, they call that a lounge? That was only for business class passengers? The spread was terrible, the seating uncomfortable. There was no shower either. These people are so cheap. I was too embarrassed to take any pictures while in there. What a joke.
3. The rented home.
We decided to try something different this time. We are staying at someone's home who happens to be a stranger. I think this is what they refer to as the sharing economy. The place is not bad, I must say. You get plenty of amenities. The area is spacious. Sure, the location is a residential neighborhood with poor lighting at night. Dogs roaming about, neighbors peeking through windows. Okay, maybe we will not stay here next time.
4. The 5-star hotel.
The family insisted on it. They love staying at such places. The kids take joy from riding the elevator, pressing the buttons and so forth. They also like the breakfast offering in the morning. It is kind of nice, albeit expensive. We decided to stop here to break up our long journey. It will take 2 days now instead of 1.
The final destination.
We finally reached our destination. For some reason, I am already dreading the return trip. We are staying here for a while, but I know that the fun will only last for so long. I should try to forget about that truth, but I cannot seem to get it out of my mind.
His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami Prabhupada explains that whichever resting place you find, you will be forced to leave. It does not matter the length of time spent in reaching that place. The expenditures, the resources, the repeated attempts, the perseverance through failure, the trials and tribulations. You reach the final destination, but then what? For instance, if the goal is to have a legitimate touch point on another planet, what will happen afterwards? Will you be able to live there? Can you set up a permanent colony? What to speak of outer space? Try the same with the air or water. The airplane eventually requires maintenance, which means a return to land. The underwater research station is an artificial means to imitate the life of a fish. To those familiar with metaphysics, with how the science of spirit-matter combinations operates, there is nothing really amazing with such travel. The spirit soul, which is powering the body from the inside, is sarvaga. It can take birth in the air, in the water, on land, on earth, or even on other planets.
Quote, the word sarvagata, all-pervading, is significant because there is no doubt that living entities are all over God's creation. They live on the land, in the water, in the air, within the earth and even within fire. The belief that they are sterilized in fire is not acceptable, because it is clearly stated here that the soul cannot be burned by fire. Therefore, there is no doubt that there are living entities also in the sun planet with suitable bodies to live there. Srila Prabhupada, Bhagavad-gita 2.24 purport.
The better approach is to find a legitimate final destination, a resting place from which you are not forced to get up, to shift, to leave, to move out, or to change. In Bhagavad-gita, we have the formula for reaching such a destination. Arjuna refers to it as param dhamma. It is the supreme resting place. It happens to be a single person. Taking attachment only to the lotus feet of that person is sufficient. Those feet are all-pervading. They are everywhere and available at all times.
Ananya cheta, sattan yoma smarti nityash. Tasyaham sulabh parth nityayuktasya yogin. Quote, for one who remembers me without deviation, I am easy to obtain, O son of Pritha, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-gita, 8.14.
The means for reaching that destination are as easy as remembrance. Just remember Smriti in such a way that you are never alone. Whether I am just beginning a task, in the middle of feverish activity, or taking a brief pause from the chaos and tumult, I can remember those lotus feet in a continuous way, ananya keta, and find residence in the paramdhamma. In closing, by this location blessed, chance to take rest, required this break, for complete journey to make, but soon after to leave, only a brief reprieve, but as param dhamma understanding, at final destination landing.